Hey there, what's going on? This is Jonathan Aguilar, and today I want to share with you something important that I saw yesterday that pretty much everybody was freaking out about, and that is the lottery. I've been seeing a lot of lottery stuff for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. I don't even know, maybe 3 weeks. Kind of crazy because the only reason why I started hearing about it was when the lottery got to like 900 million or something like that at the beginning, and then a week after it became like 1.3 billion or something like that, and then everyone just started to freak out, and even the people who you would never think would get anything like that, right? Get a lottery ticket, actually bought a lottery ticket. And so, what I noticed, between all of this, stuff, was that in a way, whoever is in charge of the lottery, first of all, made it a big deal, made it seem right, and put pretty much everyone here in the U.S. And I think all over the world, I guess. I don't even know how the lotto works, to be honest with you. But whoever made it, made it so it could be 1.3 billion dollars. So everyone who bought a ticket, and I guess some people that didn't buy the tickets at all as well, put their mentality thinking like a billionaire in a way. I'm not saying they're gonna think like a billionaire. I'm not saying they're gonna be like Mark Cuban, right, or Richard Branson, right, or Tony Robbins. Not like that, right. I'm talking about billionaire as a, what would I do with $1 billion, right? How would I help people? Some people were actually thinking about how would they help people, or what would they invest their money into. Others were just thinking about cars and houses and stuff like that. So in a way, go back to that. In a way, whoever made this lottery, I don't know, might even be the government, right? Maybe the government or whoever makes it thought about bringing the $1 billion mentality in a way. So whoever wins the $1 billion ticket, $1 billion lottery, could just, in a matter of a second, just by spending $2, right, you could become a billionaire. And so in a way, that actually kind of helps society to think bigger and better than what they're actually living right now. But at the same time, having that type of mentality, thinking that you are going to become rich in a matter of a day or two without you actually doing anything, it's a terrible, very terrible mentality. And yesterday or this morning, I don't even remember when I did it, I posted a quote on my Instagram page, which, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, just head over to JonathanAguilar.com. That's YONATAN, Jonathan Aguilar, AGUILAR, and you can pretty much find me in every single social media account with that name. All right, Jonathan Aguilar. So anyway, I posted that on my Instagram, a quote on my Instagram from a guy named Grant Cardone. And to be honest with you, I don't even know who that guy is, but the quote was actually pretty good. So here goes. The quote says, actually, you know what? Let me where's my phone? Let me find it here really quick so I can tell you exactly what the quote was about. I'm actually looking on my Instagram. Let's see. Alright, so here is. Can you see it? Can you read it? Alright, so it says, small thinking has and always will be punished in one way or another. Now, I'm not a religious guy whatsoever at all, but I have heard and I have learned, right, a lot from some of my mentors. Mark Hoverson is actually one of them. He talks about King Solomon. Now, King Solomon is basically considered, the richest guy or the richest man who ever lived centuries back, way before, just way back. I think it was in 900 BC, I believe, before Christ, 900 BC. So long ass time ago. And if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, just post it somewhere over here. I believe he became a king when his father either died or something like that happened to him when he was 14 years old. So when he was 14 years old, he became a king for literally the whole land, and he had to learn how to be a proper king, how to be, someone who actually could take care of not only himself, his family, but the whole nation in a way, the whole kingdom, right? Back in the day it was kingdoms, it wasn't, like right now, countries and stuff like that. But anyway, so anyway, the quote, it literally says, small thinking has always been punished and will always be punished in one way or another. And here's a quote that comes from King Solomon, right? That says, let me see what it says. Let me go back to this because I posted it here, and so the quote goes like this: "The hand of the diligent will rule, while the hand of the lazy will be put to forced labor." Now, back in the day, lazy, will be put to forced labor, most likely slavery, right? Working for somebody so they can just feed you, right? In today's world, what do we have today as a slavery? Slavery. A job, you go to work, you have to get up at, you have to be at work at 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You only get a week in a year off. You have to drive continuously, to work, and I mean, it's not as bad as being a slave, right? But forced labor is forced labor. You actually have to go to work to generate an income, otherwise, you're basically gone, right? Dead. You need money. So that's one of the things. And by the way, if you guys have never read this book, I highly recommend it for you. It's called The Richest Man Who Ever Lived by Stephen K. Scott. Probably going to leave the link, so you can get the book somewhere around this video, so check for it. If you're watching this video on my blog post, just most likely scroll down and you're going to see a link so you can get the book. It's actually a very, very good book. This is my second time actually reading it. I like reading it, and again, I'm not a religious guy, but when it comes to stories like this, I don't know, stories, legends, myths, whatever they are, these are great. They have good stuff in them that can actually help you. And if you're a religious person, this will blow your mind, even more, because of course you believe in something different than I do, right? But anyway, point is, lots of different mentalities out there with all this lotto thing going on. I didn't buy a ticket, shocker, who cares, right? I think that, if you are going to become successful, putting in the work to actually accomplish something is a lot better than just buying, a $2 ticket and just becoming a billionaire out of thin air, pretty much out of thin air, because first of all, you wouldn't even, most people out there anyway, these people who are actually buying $2 tickets, they don't have the mentality or the right mindset to what to do with $1 billion, right? They don't know anything about business, or I don't know what to do with it or what not to do with it, right? And I don't know that, right? But most people, you could say, are in a poor mentality mindset, so that would be, becoming billionaire out of nowhere would be kind of a shocker, and at the same time, it could probably make you go nuts, because you have so much money, you don't know what to do with it, and you could probably do some pretty stupid things with it, right? Now, I'm not saying that that's what's gonna happen, right? I'm just saying that this is potential of that what could happen. Again, I am not a fan of just getting stuff like that and out of nowhere, because it just doesn't make me feel good. I didn't put in the work, so why would I even if I didn't put in the work, I always been like, if I don't put in the work, why should anybody even bother, watching my videos or joining me or buying products from me, right? Or anything, about me. Why would anybody even care, right? So I'm a huge believer about, learning, implementing, and teaching. This is something that I got, from one of my mentors, Ray Hickton. Pretty awesome guy. Pretty awesome dude. And so, it's just nice, right? It's just nice when you know that you're actually doing something to help people and not just coming like that out of nowhere, later, which basically messes up with your mentality big time. So, in a way, the lotto was a good thing, just to have people thinking, what would they do with $1 billion? Kind of have that $1 billion mentality going on there. But at the same time, it's a mentality of wishing instead of doing. All right. So, anyways, check out this book. It's actually pretty good. And if you are watching this, you're most likely in the network marketing industry, or you have a home business of some kind. And if you would like to learn how you can actually generate your own leads, attract people to you instead of you going after them every single day, head over to my website at worldwideonlinesuccess.com. When you enter your name and email there, you're going to get a free presentation that is going to explain to you how to utilize internet marketing properly to attract people to you instead of you going after them, and really start crushing it online as soon as possible. Alright, so again, my name is Jonathan Aguilar. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.